Well then. I forget if I've tried this with the mouth graphic on stream before or not, but I am. Oh yes, let's get started here. I am off camera today, and it may seem not like a direct thing, but it's my back is just hurting quite a lot. I think I might be stretching a lot. I might be making some odd faces. I don't know. But I'll be more comfortable in cartoon form today. But good morning, Doc. Good to see you in here. And I really do think that's a good idea of starting birthday fund. I'm glad that you're taking the initiative for yourself, really. And if you, I guess if people want details, they should see you in Discord, probably. If that's the best way, Doc, or if there's a better way, let me know. I know you don't want to post your email publicly, which I believe I do think that's advisable. But if you have some other form of contact that you care to post, or you know, some kind of link that you would want to share publicly, you have oh, I might need to yeah, if anybody does want to post a link, I think I need to. I'm still trying to make the bot permit thing work, but I would want to test that out again. Because I prefer to have links blocked by default, and then, you know, people ask for permission, and then I give them permission, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, either Discord, Facebook, or something. All right. But yeah, without going into too many. Oh, this is actually the wrong character here, huh? My mistake on that one, but I guess I'll just check my mail quickly. And get that to stop beeping at me. And maybe order some... Oh, should I put these things away? I guess that's not a bad plan either. Yeah, without going into too much detail, I actually, for just kind of some real mix-ups, mix-ups outside of my control, but I got paid for the first time in about a month, which was becoming a kind of a more and more pressing issue in the background. But now I am getting paid again, and hopefully I do hope, well, plan actually to tribute to that birthday fund there, Doc. You know, what I can afford. I said it before, I feel very lucky to have a day job that really makes this whole thing possible. And keeps me scraping by. Oh, thank you, Doc. I appreciate that. You know, I'm gonna try to do some extra stretches today. Some gentle stretches. And I may have to, I've been thinking in my head of if there's a way I can find to just, really stay flat and still maybe be able to work on my laptop or something. Yeah, no, I do appreciate it. Just as soon as I woke up and kind of stretched out, I don't know, I think I am having some problems with my mattress that I'm gonna have to figure out. So if Doc gets enough, might go for Jackbox 7. Oh yeah, I know. Gosh, I'm not sure where Queen Claire is with that goal. I do hope that she's able to get that one as well. Oh, thank you, Doc. You know, that's I think that is so important, and I really appreciate it. And I did, you know, you coming in here, first one in chat, quite early. I appreciate that. Hey, Mikon Pachi, good morning. Welcome on in. And I don't know if I Gosh, I don't know if I said anywhere, but congrats on the good news with the Wi-Fi extenders coming in, right? Yeah, I hope that that gets your internet in a all ship shape soon. And you finally got closure. Oh wow, that's a rare thing indeed. That's right, he's got that new catchphrase there. I'm gonna switch over very soon. And I do plan on opening my gates up. If anybody wants to try to join me for tracking down, I'm gonna try to go after, I think fish or sea creatures are gonna be my top priority. But on the advice of Mars Girl and Hazy and Oki yesterday, I think those were all the folks who recommended the unofficial ACNH guide to me. I went in and tracked what all I've caught so far, and want to get on top of that. On closure, yeah. I mean, feel free to share more if you care to. You know, as always, protecting your private information as necessary, but definitely a rare thing. I feel like I've spent a lot of time kind of trying to resolve things without I don't know, closure's a funny thing. I never know what to say about it, honestly. Oh wow, Doc, that's fun. Another early birthday present. Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of Duelist, Link Evolution. Is that, I mean, I don't know if it's a silly question or not, but that is a card game, I take it, based on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Card game. I don't know if there have been Yu-Gi-Oh! Games that are like, you know, brawlers, or, you know, sometimes these get spin-offs where it's different from the show concept. But I was into Yu-Gi-Oh! Honestly, for a very short amount of time when I was younger. I liked the show, the anime. And I bought like one starter deck and I think a handful of you know, booster packs, and went with my buddy to like one place to where people were playing it. I don't know, just I already had a lot of Pokemon cards and was just kind of more into that, I think. Econ canceled, called things without explaining why or how. You do want those explanations. It wasn't the bad things you were called, but a projection of toxicity. Well, gosh, that sounds quite complex, but I'm glad if you feel like you've come out on the other side of a situation there. I'm not sure what, don't think I'm, it's important to keep moving forward, that's for sure. You know, you have my sympathies. I can't say I have myself comparable experiences really to draw on. I mean, the thing is, my tendency for a long time has been to keep a low profile pretty intentionally. Doug, feels like you got that a lot in some of the groups you were in. Well, it's unfortunate. I mean, I guess what I can say is that I have left a lot of places, even online, you know, forums where I spent years because I thought it was, I don't know, just the tone of things, the way people talked, didn't want to be around it or part of it. And realized that, like, even after all this time, after all that time spent, you know, trying to participate in conversations, I really didn't, I hadn't really made, I mean, I hadn't really made a friend there, and that was just like, you know, what have I been doing? And in that case, I don't know, I think different made me kind of introspective on what I'm going for. Called abusive, predatory, and manipulative. Never told how or why. Innocent, and they were projecting. That's complex. Without an explanation, things are really hard, and it can take, I don't know, I can say it can just take a lot of time to process these things. Did I get enough? I believe that's everything. I'm just trying to get that Nook catalog app on my Nook phone there. Streamer you talked to said they tried to swat him when he left the community. That is, wow. I really, that is one of the things that I am most scared of, without a doubt. Just really, I think one of the worst things people can do. Last night was the closure you needed. I'm glad about that, Mikan. And it definitely, I mean, if any place that is doing that or thinks that that is remotely acceptable or justifiable behavior is certainly one to be clear of. I have no trouble saying that. And hey, Hazy, good morning. Hey, congrats on getting that affiliate. Sorry, I super lurked your stream last night again. I had it up, but I was just very tired last night. But congrats, Hazy. And good to see that subscriber button on there. Elder Scrolls Online Community. Yeah, I haven't played that. I beta tested ESO. I was in like a closed beta for it. That is the most experience I have of that game. And hey, Chroma, good morning. Good morning to you. How's it going? And Hazy was completely lost on Stardew. I hear you. Yeah, I think if I go back to that, I really do want to, if possible, do some kind of co-op play where somebody can just tell me what to do. Frankly, I think that really is what I want next time I play that game. I just getting back to bed every day, I don't know how to manage it. But you thought it was really great. We'll continue and try to make the best of your little farm. Sounds good, Hazy. Good to hear. Well, that's any time that another person gaining that knowledge that I can take advantage of, I'm very glad to see that. You know me, always looking for that angle. Chroma's doing better than before. How am I? Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Chrome. I'm glad you feel like you're doing better. I woke up early and with my back hurting, and my legs are pretty shaky. Gosh, I went on my first small walk yesterday in about a week. And, nearly just a very short walk, and now my legs are very shaky and weak. It's concerning. I'm not doing very well. The main reason I'm off camera is my back, though, just so that I can stretch or make weird faces or slump over or stand up, honestly, and any kind of thing I need to do, and just feel a little bit more comfortable about that. You just noticed the villager talking. Yes, a little bit of animation tomfoolery there. Oh, thank you, Chroma. I appreciate that. I'm glad, you know, I'm very fortunate to have a home and work situation where for the most part I can make myself as comfortable as I need to be and only have kind of a few things I really have to push myself to get done. And Dog wasn't lost on Stardew. Somehow you just knew. I'm curious, I mean, had you played anything like Harvest Moon before? Because I know... I had played, I've played like one Harvest Moon game. Whichever one was on Game Boy Color first. Although it was one of the black carts, not an exclusive Game Boy Color game. And I like that one a lot. But I don't think it had the same, like, day pressure. What I remember, it has been a long time, though. No, I like Stardew a lot. I don't know what... Yeah, someday I'll get into it, maybe. Not everybody has to like everything, of course. You know, just as I don't expect everybody to like Animal Crossing. Bamboo wall from Apollo, but I already know it. Yeah, I think the way I'm doing the little mouth movements now looks better than the kind of puppet mouth effect of just the black bar before, but I'm gonna when Mars Girl has more time, I'm gonna ask for a brainstorming session to see about like if she could come up with a mouth drawing that would be like complementary to the pretty basic way that I have this set up. But you know, I think maybe a mouth drawn for this would probably work. I just kind of this was just sort of something I came up with on a whim at some point, and used my very basic photo manipulation or art manipulation skills to separate the mouth, and yeah. I don't know if I really need to be going into the weeds on this particular topic. If anybody cares for like a detailed explanation, I'm certainly always willing to talk about anything that I have set up on the stream or on the overlay. Okay. Let's actually do what I was talking about, huh? I'm gonna get just open my gates up here. And then I'm gonna start looking for some... Yeah, I think fish and sea creatures. I am keeping track of what I need to go for, and can provide some assistance in terms of what's available here on the Southern Hemisphere right now, but it would be best if folks can, you know, really know what they're looking for. But I'll certainly mention the things that I'm looking for. But I do want visitors, yes. Roma loves learning about new stream ideas likewise. Yeah, I'm always... It definitely, over the last, you know, whatever, few months, many months, I have much more of a, you know, how do they do that while I'm watching other people's stream? Just always wondering what particular, or, you know, kind of thinking like, okay, but if I wanted to do that, how could I make it happen? Yeah, that's great. I mean, it really seems like, for most part, those ideas are out and about. At least, I mean, I haven't really gone and directly asked people about things very much, just a couple of times. Yeah, I certainly am not going to be secretive about anything that I'm doing. Unless it's for very particular stream reasons, like some kind of reveal or event, then, you know, then I might keep the lid on something, but that would be more Like, that would be less about how I'm doing stuff and more about what I'm doing, you know? I don't think I have an example of that exactly. Except for, I guess I do have one or two, like, secret bot commands that I want to, that I'm keeping under wraps for now. Owly, that's a fun one. This is one of the best dodo codes I've seen. Gotta love when they spell something out. Alright, and let me open my gates. Or put the message up. Chroma, you need to learn how to do commands. Ah. Yeah, I mean, if you don't know, you just start by picking a bot, basically. I think the most popular are the Streamlabs, the Stream Elements, and the Nightbot. And I think they have pretty... They do separate things slightly, but they have similar functionalities. In terms of like general functions, and I think some moderation stuff as well. Just got around to doing alerts. Yeah, alerts are, I mean, I just started redoing all of my alerts, and feel like feel like it was kind of one step forward and one step back, maybe, until I get them a little more, I don't know, a little more fancy or something. You know, I mean, maybe you already feel, I don't know how you feel about it, but I think it always is okay to, and good to, you know, just take it one step at a time. Really don't have to get every part of this stream figured out all at once. I know I'm still mastering. Oh, I needed that one. That was actually specifically one of the bugs I'm looking for. All right, I said I was gonna look for fish. I'm gonna look for fish. But you gotta work on your schedule and stuff. Yes. I really, you know, I would really hesitate before feeling like I could offer anybody solid advice on things, since I feel relatively new, and, you know, success is all relative. I'm very happy and proud with what I've done with this stream, but let's see, I actually need to do a lot of pond fishing, I think. I'm looking at this right, I'm looking for a killifish. Where are all my ponds here? It's like 2? Got like 2 ponds. I should make another pond somewhere, huh? That's a thought. But I do really think that having a consistent schedule is one of the most important things. Just if you are going for that social aspect and looking to build regulars and things like that. You know, it really does take a number of factors, not least of which some which can just be outside of your control. And I really do think that having just the consistency and reliability for people just helps a lot. And something I was thinking about, again, this is something that I can only really observe for myself currently. Alright, that's a new one. That's a tadpole. That's good. I have to put that in the museum. I'm going to mark that off here. just a tad small. And I've sort of talked about this a little bit, but the sort of funny thing of like streaming an hour and a half is really on the shorter side of, you know, people doing Twitch as a, you know, as a thing, as a regular thing. You know, I would say that an hour and a half is kind of the minimum, probably. And certainly I kind of would like to start earlier if possible, because I notice there's a lot of times when I'm ending, things are still, feels like still picking up. But you know, what I think what has been really good for me, and again, this speaking very personally, is that even though I you know, have been streaming every day, and I've been doing at least an hour and a half of Animal Crossing for a while now, it's like generally when I end these morning streams, these weekday morning streams, I feel like I could keep going. And I've realized, I think that's been so important for me to be able to keep going, that like I don't, yeah, that's not, I might have a more full answer to that, Chroma, if I've lost interest midstream. But I think that I don't know if, you know, I just don't know enough about other people, other streamers, to say it's something I could recommend exactly. But the idea of streaming like before I'm exhausted, or of stopping the stream, you know, having a scheduled stop and sticking to it, before I get tired, before I lose interest, you know, before I want to stop, but sticking to it because that's the schedule. I think that has been really important for me. It's something I really, it didn't occur to me until yesterday, honestly. Just that factor of almost every stream that I end, you know, I feel like I could keep going, but I'm ending because it's time to. But where I am going to have a more full answer, though, and where things do change a little bit, is the weekend streams. And occasionally, I think one of the rockiest streams that I felt like I've had personally was an evening with the Pokemon DLC, where I forget what there were a couple like parts where I got bogged down on either hunting a MacGuffin or like stuck in a raid battle, and that was, you know, felt like I was in a desert without a drink of water, kind of. I think those are the times that have stood out to me, of specifically feeling like, oh man, I don't actually feel like I want to be here. Which is a very, for me, a really stressful feeling on stream, because yeah, not really any place to go. And in that case, again, just really super glad to have had a scheduled stop coming up, so that even though I, you know, again, felt like I'm just, you know, really withering on the vine with that one, it's like knowing that I just had to keep going until I got to a point, and then I could excuse myself, you know, no matter what. I think was a big advantage for me. Good to take breaks midstreams, though. Yes, essential, I believe. You know, people really need to find what works for them on that front. Oh, I'm so glad to get this recipe. This is terribly exciting. pan flute recipe. Wonderful, wonderful. Alright, what did I scare away there? For me, it's 2 hours, definitely. If I stream for longer than 2 hours, I've got to get that break in there. And it'll be kind of interesting to me to see. I do plan on some point, you know, trying a stream-a-thon or something like that. And I was trying to push my weekend streams to 5 hours on each day. But that didn't quite. I had to pull back on that almost immediately. Now I can live my sadder dreams. Always. I feel like I'm really missing something. Hey, Quickie, it's great to see you. Good morning. Thank you for joining. Is that to my cartoon face? I missed how we got on Satyrs. And hey, Danielle Amelia, it's great to see you. Welcome on in. Oh, I need to be sure to get this shout out in there. But a fellow member, fellow streamer, oh, the pan flute, oh, of course. Oh my goodness. I really, my short-term memory is atrocious. Oh, I am so tongue-tied right now. Drink more coffee. Thank you. Yeah, I will. It is always sort of the most embarrassing that I feel. Embarrassed I feel sometimes is I just immediately forget what I was talking about seconds ago. But I do want to get this shout out in there for Danielle Amelia, a lovely streamer. Finally got to spend more time with her doing a dreamy hunt. I mean, just watching her do a dreamy hunt yesterday, and definitely recommend that folks go give her a follow. Alright, I need to put this in the museum. I'm still looking for some other fish. But how are you doing today, Quig? Appreciate you joining in here. I don't know if you've seen the cartoon face before. It's funny how I put this up because I need to be less self-conscious right now to be comfortable, you know? But because I'm not entirely used to using it, I get a second different kind of self-consciousness about it, where I have to be like, for new people, I'm always like, oh, but you know, by the way, I do normally use a camera. I actually managed to get ready for the day at a reasonable hour. All the more power to you. Not easy. Not easy to do. Oh. And hey, Rob, good morning. Mankey, that was almost my original, the origins of my nickname. Oh, but with a Y, actually. I think I've mentioned that before. It was old nickname. Yes, I'm fine. I do need to give one of these to Sterling. I wonder if Sterling is at home or if he's still about. You know what, I'm gonna keep fishing for right now. I need to get also a loach from the river, which is a small shadow. That looks small to me. And did I get the fish facts from Blathers? I zoned out Do that. There we go. See, I can mark this as going in the museum. Yeah, this, definitely just want to shout out again. That unofficial ACNH guide app is very nice. It's actually quite a bit more polished than the one I remember using for New Leaf years ago. And I can tell is going to be just invaluable for... I want to... Oh, did I just come in, talk to Blathers, and leave? Incredible. This is the pro... This is the pro gameplay that people keep coming back for. I know. Yes, let's some facts about the loach. Loaches are a large group of bottom-feeding freshwater fish. Because there are so many species, it is difficult to generalize about them all. The one thing they all have in common is perhaps their most unappealing trait. The name loach. Repellent, isn't it? They should have just called it the cockloach and been done with it. What? Loach. Loach. It just tastes terrible in the beak. I don't think it's so bad. I don't have so much of a problem with it. I mean, what about coach? Coach is a fine word. Or approach. I have no issue with the loach myself. But Blathers is a funny one. Let's see what kind of tadpole facts we can get here. Tadpoles eventually turn into frogs, indeed. I must say I find them impossibly adorable with their squiggly little tails, but even cuter when they sprout legs. Why, we can witness accelerated evolution in these squirmy little ones. Ooh, it makes me so emotional. Is that? I suppose you could describe that way. Tadpoles are neat. I have fond memories of my youth, spending enough time around certain creeks and bodies of water to, over a summer, I suppose, over a spring, whatever the heck kind of season. Watch the tadpoles, see the eggs, see them hatch, see the frogs come and go. Chroma's got a phobia of toads. Oh dear. Oh. I would say, I don't know how it compares overall in the US, but Pennsylvania's got a pretty high number. Seems to have I think a pretty large number of frogs and toads. At least the areas where I've grown up. One of them actually, I think there was a fight to try to turn it into some kind of protected area for these, I think they call them spring peepers. Just, swarming seasonal frogs. Sorry, I don't mean to, I don't mean to do anything to exacerbate your phobia, sorry. But yeah, I've been startled by them many a time, I must say. And yeah, I'll you know what, I'll drop it. Sorry, I should probably drop it at this point. Florida has a cane toad invasion problem, and they're so terrifying. Cane toads, do those get, again, you don't have to talk about these if you don't want to, but those get big, I imagine. I mean, any kind of invasion or invasive species can really be such an enormous problem. Boogie misses the peepers since moving away from PA. I understand that. It is something I've thought about. The peepers make me very nostalgic. Most of where I've lived around PA, I don't hear them anymore. The last few places I've lived anyway. And sometimes driving around, I will hear them, and it's a very, like, familiar and almost comforting sound. For sure. What I do know I would miss terribly are the cicadas. Living someplace without the cicadas in the summertime, I sort of can't imagine it. Oh, and Queen Claire, back and out of surgery with the all clear. Oh my goodness, and gosh, I wanted to wish you a good luck this morning. Needed to be faster on that one when I woke up, but I'm so glad to hear that. Welcome in, Queen Claire. Good morning to you. And welcome back. I hope you are feeling, gosh, I don't know, rested, ready, or, you know, like you can rest if you need to, but it's so good to see you in here. Yeah, I just need to hop between these two ponds for a bit, I think. I might actually switch to sea creatures for a minute. Let me take a look again at what I'm going for. I still need a pop-eyed goldfish. Smallest, it is available. I need a ranchu goldfish, also pond, also small. And a killifish, also pond, also smallest. Okay, I might go make another pond really quick. So good to hear my silky voice. Aw, thank you. Thank you. I'm so glad you were able to join us today. And that is, well, that fish is obviously too big. I need to... I really appreciate it. I think my microphone settings have been getting better. I still want to spend more time on it, honestly. Just really for my own... maybe vanity, maybe satisfaction, and, you know, why not both? Why not both? Thank you for that. I mentioned before, but I'm off camera just so I can do whatever I need to keep my back comfortable this morning. Just giving me it just hurts. That's all really. Nothing super serious at the moment. Do I need to run around a little bit more to make these respawn? Gosh, I'm trying to I feel like I did read something on, at some point, how many squares away or grids away to move. Possibly. Does anybody know if that's anything? Let me know in chat. Or in a comment, you know, if you're watching this and... Well, it's been a while since I've said that line, but if you happen to be watching this in some far-flung future time, and you've got that future knowledge, feel free to try to send that message. Throw that message in a bottle into the time stream back however long ago to me. I'm curious to hear. And Sonic visiting Glossmount again. Welcome back. I'm going to be playing Big the Cat to Rob's Sonic the Hedgehog here. Or bringing out that Sonic Adventure 1 reference, but I hope you don't mind. Sonic, I do plan on continuing my fishing expedition here. Not going for any Chaos Emeralds, though, just fish. And, no froggies, actually, though. No froggies on the list here today. I mean, we got the tadpole, but that doesn't quite count. Doc was grabbing a cup of green tea for your headache. Oh, no need to apologize at all. I'm very glad. Very glad for folks to do whatever they need to do to alleviate themselves. And welcome. Let me give a proper hello here. And I'm also going to hope that that might just coincidentally restock these ponds for me. Darn these masks. Optional on Glossmount, but I always appreciate folks taking whatever considerations or precautions they feel like they want to or need to. Mobius forced you. Alright, we got some Sonic lore, I suppose, happening. Oh, hey, Lem. Morning. Good morning to you. Welcome in on this, it's Wednesday. Wait, it is Wednesday already? Is that right? That's right, wow. Boy, howdy. Good morning, Tyler. Good to see you. Wish we could do custom face masks. Oh, that would be great. They really should. I hope they'll consider putting that in an update. But if you could put a custom design on the face masks, that would be very nice. I have to say, I've looked, you know, I think I am gonna try to make a Big the Cat costume. That actually sounds like a lot of fun. I think I'm gonna go for it. And here we go, a pop-eyed goldfish. Wonderful. That's another one for the museum. It looks so surprised. 1 minute after Steve came out yesterday, the eShop broke. Too many people. That's hilarious. Because couldn't you, that actually does remind me. Sorry, pardon me for one moment here. This should not mess with things, I don't think. I do want to queue up that update myself. Forgot to do that. Konnichiwa, Tomodachi. Hello, friends. That's fun. I do like that from Tyler. I think does that a lot in Queen Claire's stream. I forgot that Steve was coming out, and then I saw just all the screenshots on Twitter this morning. And it did kind of make me happy. So Rob says we could all do a Sonic roleplay with you being Sonic. Can't promise that happening on my stream, but I would probably just do it as a Halloween costume. I already have my Robotnik costume. I'm kind of surprised that I'm pulling from Sonic games for these, but what can I say? I do find a bit more affection for them these days than I remember having. But yeah, I can't tell you what anybody else will do. Might be something you need to try to set up there, Rob, but I think I might try to do a Big the Cat costume or cosplay, definitely. The most scary Sonic character for sure. For anybody who's seen the Sonic Dreams collection, we all know about Big the Cat. That is probably not family friendly, but probably something folks may have seen on YouTube. Let's dunk this in. Oh, fair enough. That's right. How am I on pocket space? Pretty alright. Pretty okay. The eShop broke, yeah. Again, funny to me just since, like, I would have thought people would have just, pre-ordered that. But it's really no worries. What's up? Sorry for what there? We don't speak of the Dreams collection. Probably the less said the better, yeah. I mean, I didn't think about it. I mean, that might be something appropriate for October streams. But I'm not gonna fit that in there last minute. Don't even get Tyler started on it. Sure enough, less said the better. There are some really cool Sonic fan games though. That would be a fun theme for a stream or two. There's like a couple off the top of my head that I've tried, that I've checked out, that I would certainly be pretty happy to try to do a stream or two of. Mir knows what we're talking about. And I didn't even see what Kix has today. That's wild. What do you have here for us? Okay, I do need these green wings. For sure. And, yeah, Quiggy, I was thinking of that one too. That's the, Sonic Robo... what was it? Sonic Robo Blast card or something? Gosh, what? I actually... Yeah, I was having Sonic Robo Blast 2. That is the one. Open source Sonic the Hedgehog fan game built using a modified version of the Doom Legacy port of Doom. And then, oh right, and so Sonic Robo Blast 2 is like, there's that fan game, and then there's a whole game based off that. That's a kart racer. Yeah, would be yeah, I'd like to show that off at some point. I've only barely checked those out myself, but they seem pretty solid. Sonic.exe is a creepypasta. Yeah, somebody just brought that up recently. Haven't checked that out myself yet. And yes, for anybody who could possibly be inclined and able, Doc is setting up a birthday PayPal fund. His birthday's coming up. Is it the 19th, Doc, if I remember right? Correct me if I'm wrong. But just contact Doc, I guess maybe whisper on Twitch, or if you join, I do have the separate Discord for Glossmount here. I mean, it is for kind of stream stuff, but since the stream is so focused around Animal Crossing, the Discord kind of is as well. The 19th, okay, glad I remembered that. Doom Kart Racer sounds amazing. It is so solid, Quig. You really, maybe I'll post a link in the castle, because I'm not sure if I have before. But, you know, if you still have any nostalgia or hankering for the Super Nintendo Mario Kart, the SRB2 Kart Racer is like pretty amazingly solid. Play Sonic, yeah, I'm still catching up on chat there. I see you there, Mir. Play Sonic Rush, that's a real one though, isn't it? Isn't that that's a, which one is Sonic Rush? For the DS. That makes it tricky. DS games are, I'd probably have to think the best way would be to play that on my Wii U if I wanted to stream that. So why Sonic Rush? I skipped this one. Is this the one with the incredible soundtrack? Which is the one with the really amazing soundtrack? And by amazing, I mean that sarcastically. There's one, gosh, there was one Sonic DS game that had just some, I mean, I gotta stop steeping myself in sarcasm and irony, but just a pretty bad sounding soundtrack. I forget though. I forget. And generally, I don't want to, you know, be harsh about things, but, you know, it is kind of notable because I think Sonic games I mean, some Sonic games have just some of the best soundtracks ever. Oh, it was Mir's first Sonic game. Okay. You love that soundtrack, maybe nostalgia though. I think I'm thinking of a different one. I think I'm thinking of a different DS Sonic game. I didn't play any of the Sonic games on DS. I think played the GBA ones for the most part. Not sure why do people like this man? I mean, if you're talking about Biden, it's not so much about liking him as about trying to just save lives. just try to stop the damage that's being, or yeah, really just try to stop the damage that's being done right now. Happy to explain my perspective on that. I wouldn't say I like him myself, but I will not have one second thought about where my vote's going. Sonic R had great music, but had the Tails doll. Sonic R, I think I have heard some tracks from that. I think that does have some really good music on there. That moment when a fan game is better than what the devs make. Well, that is why, I mean, it is why people give Sega like a lot of credit for hiring Christian Whitehead, because he showed how good a Sonic fan game he could make. And Sega said, yeah, okay, come do that for us. You know, I think Sega really probably does deserve credit on that one. Sonic Mania is definitely... I haven't gotten too far in it, honestly, because I'm just... I've said it before. I'm a 3D baby. I started my first console, had those 3D games in it, and that's always been what I've been most comfortable with. And we got a question for the Google here.
The mic's back on.
I gotta turn my co-host microphone back on. Let's see here. What is the story of Sonic.exe?
On the website dailydot.com, they say, the story of Sonic.exe starts in 2011, when a web user by the name JC the Hyena posted a short story to the Creepypasta wiki that described a disturbing and violent Sonic game his friends supposedly mailed him.
Wow, yeah, that's a succinct answer. And Lem's dying from Sonic Date Night Symbiar from the Dreams Collection. Have a good one. Lem, thanks for popping in here. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Mikon said if you play Can You Feel the Sunshine from Sonic R backwards, the Tails doll will appear and end your life. Oh my goodness. There's a creepypasta right there. Take care, Mir. Hope to see you soon. Hope it's a good one. It is. That's the feeling when a job comes on sometimes, huh? When you got that work coming up. So I really should have made bait to prepare for this. I think it's time to move to sea creatures. So that I'm not just staring at the same two empty ponds over and over, you know? Back to back, we on the track. And I did miss that before. Possibly that's from it's one of those Sonic songs here. So I've got 3 sea critters I'm looking for. A turban shell small. Umbrella octopus small and fast. And spider crab very large, very fast. Oh boy. Funny Troll Tyler, Baka. Baka Mir. Said with affection, I'm sure, Baka-kun. Oh my. So of course, if I'm going to be heading into the water, the only possible approach I could take would be diving in. How are we doing on time here, by the way? Oh yeah, it's flying. It's just flying. I think I scared a fish away, which is actually kind of satisfying. And that is, that's... I don't think that's... Is that the largest? Alright, and Sonic joining. I don't know if I've ever seen Sonic swim before. Maybe in the game. Maybe in this game. But normally I feel like his thing is running on top of the water. Which that would be kind of cool. Senpai Baka. Yeah, foolish senpai, stupid teacher. I know. Just a handful of words from being as one might say, being a weeb. Said as if the Sonic drowning music didn't scar me as a child. Well, he wasn't exactly swimming, was he? That's, oh, what a good point. What a good point, Quiggy. Yeah, not exactly Mario swimming levels when Sonic's underwater. I wish you could tilt your camera up while you're swimming, but I guess it's the same limitation as when you're walking, though. Oh, Baka Sensei, that's, yeah, Sensei and Senpai are different. Senpai would be, I guess it, I don't know. I know it's more sort of like, it's not quite mentor. I mean, it's what, sort of like older person you look up to, kind of. Just shades of that. Or just older person, like older peer you're paying deference to. I'm not sure, actually. As I said, I really not done a, have no formal education of any kind in Japanese, and would like to learn at some point, but also feel like, I don't know, I do feel a little neuro-inflexible. Lego Dimensions, it's shown that Sonic has PTSD of the Labyrinth Zone. Lego Dimensions was pretty cool. I'm still sad that it went under with the other like Toys to Life stuff. I think like it and Skylanders, and I feel like maybe Disney Infinity or something like that. Those all like just ended at the same time or around the same time. And I had just started buying some Lego Dimension stuff, but I had just started buying it because places were selling the starter thing for like, I don't know, it was like 80% off or something like that. Ooh, there's an Umbrella Octopus, wonderful. Still have a lot of Lego Dimensions packs still in boxes, but you still need the Sonic one. Oh man. Actually, same on that, Mikon. I actually, I can look behind me and find, I think maybe 2, maybe 3 of the small Lego Dimensions like character packs that I still haven't opened. Oh, that's partly because like, I don't know, I have moved a few times. I had to pack up my Wii U and the Lego Dimensions stuff, and I've no place to unpack any of my Legos right now. At some point, I really would like to actually stream some Lego building. I think I would really enjoy it, and I'd be curious to see if other people would as well. So Senpai is Japanese for senior. Yeah, that makes sense. That was kind of the sense I've gotten from seeing it used in, in like manga and anime and things like that. It's just seeing it in context, that was kind of the feeling I got. But yeah, obviously it's like, translation, it's always important to know is kind of, it's really never a one-to-one thing. There may be words that translate pretty directly, very basic words, the ones that tend to sound similar in across languages, like mother, mama, like that'll mean kind of the same thing across things, but like it's always something I keep in mind is that anytime you're dealing with a translation, there's a lot of shade of meaning, a lot of context that, well, you can only kind of see the shadows of, I think. Lovely diving hat. Thank you, Mars Girl. I appreciate that. Mikan says if you ever get big enough or get enough requests, you'd stream LEGO Dimensions. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how, yeah. I wonder how much demand there would be for that, honestly. I've been curious to know if there are dedicated LEGO streamers, because I know that, you know, LEGO is a, you know, funnily enough, I've never gotten into it as like a subculture or as a community thing, even though I've loved Legos for a very, very long time. But so I have no idea. I've been curious if there are people who stream builds, like real builds, or you know, there's Lego Worlds, there's is there a Lego Online right now? I feel like there might be a Lego Online, actually. There's quite, I mean, and of course there's like a million Lego games. So Sonic is treating my house like a hotel, specifically the upstairs. I'll take that as a compliment. My second floor needs some work, but I actually I have tried to model it after like the fanciest hotels that I got to see when I was a youngin', when my dad traveled a whole lot for work. And so we always had, you know, we got to go on vacations because he had, I mean, I think literally millions of frequent flyer miles, and, you know, just oodles of reward points at hotels and things. He was very savvy about accumulating those. And yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I think I've said this before, but when I was growing up, I did not see him much because he traveled so much. It was one of the things that made me, I think that did really make me very interested in Japan and make me start, you know, kind of romanticizing it early on. Was hearing about his trips there, getting to see photos and the like the gifts and souvenirs that he'd bring back. You know, I was somewhat interested in, you know, trains as a kid, just in a sort of vague way that I think many young children can be, with, you know, I mean, Thomas the Tank Engine, I think, was a solid show. It's been a while since I've seen it, but maybe that holds up. But I liked that. And, you know, had at least one trip where he took me to some, like, historical train yard. Pumpkin dinner, yeah, I've got a big stock house of pumpkins. Definitely could, if folks need help with pumpkin recipes, that'll be something I'll be offering. Or with the spooky recipes, that is. So I think I do need, this is hopefully this, it's like red king crab or whatever it is I need, I'm hoping. And hey, how funky, welcome. Good to see you in here. There we go, there it is, there's that spider crab. That's a big one. I'd like to get another one of these because they are fun to place as decorations. Water bugs can rest easy. Now Sonic is treating my basement like a 5-star restaurant. When will that hedgehog learn? It's amazing. I wonder if, I feel like hedgehogs probably do like pumpkin. But I couldn't tell you for sure. And hey Jen, it's great to see you. Good morning. Thanks for joining in here. I have been actually getting some really nice work done on my catalog so far. I've caught like 2-3 fish for my museum, and I think 2 sea critters. I need a turban shell. That's the last sea critter I'm really looking for right now, which is small and slow. But how are you doing today, Jenna? Mikan asks, who was it that said they had Yu-Gi-Oh! On the Switch? I believe that was, Doc just now. Yeah, early birthday present. And Mars Girl, I'm sorry, did I say good morning? So good to see you. How are you feeling, Mars Girl? If you're ready to say it, I know with, you know, sometimes it can just be waking up. That can definitely be the answer. And Doc does want that spooky stuff. Yeah. I mean, with all these pumpkins, I think I have all the recipes. Should be able to help out in a large way. Jenna's about to order your new Switch. Oh, congratulations on in order. I think. Is this an additional Switch, a replacement Switch? I'm just curious. You know, you don't have to share if you don't want to. We've been hoping to add another Switch to our household at some point. And we'll have to see about that one. Always one thing at a time. Alright, and Nikon looking for a friend to duel. That's great. Hopefully you can have some good Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel matches. How Funky just got the Animal Crossing Switch yesterday. Hey, congratulations. I love how that Animal Crossing Switch looks. I mean, the Joy-Cons are gorgeous, and the dock design is wonderful. Big congratulations on that. Mars Girl, okay. Good, sleepy, got right to business, doing some Twitch art. Ooh. Now, I am pretty sure that's not for me, which actually, you know, I have to say that makes me not I'm wondering if it even makes me more excited to see what that ends up being. Hard to say. I'm so interested. It's so precious, Funky, it absolutely is. Super desperate for a Switch during the beginning of lockdown. Only able to get a light, so you finally upgraded. Yeah, that was... Gosh, I know Nintendo is genuinely... Like, people were saying... You know, I don't think that was artificial scarcity at all. I've seen people say that, but I think there was just so much demand for Switches when the stay-at-home orders were finally getting issued in the US. And I can just, it certainly makes so much sense as, you know, I mean, as a supplementary console, or as a, you know, as a personal console, or just as a fan. I mean, it works in so many different capacities. It is, I think it's why the Switch has been so successful. I mean, before and during the pandemic, people were reselling them for like $1,000. That makes me sad. I mean, you know, if rich people are buying that and they've got the money to, then you know, whatever, I guess. But it, generally, I am not in favor of people who buy things in order to resell them at much higher values. Again, for people who are in extreme or extenuating financial circumstances, I'm a lot more, you know, I'm a lot more sympathetic. But, you know, generally the people who are buying stacks of $300 consoles in order to resell them, I just, yeah, I'm not a fan of that at all. And hey, thank you for the follow, Jesse. LA 1993. It's just Jesse, all right. Let me know. But welcome. Thank you for the follow. all the people were driving around buying up the toilet paper and sanitizers and price gouging. Yeah, that was a real thing. I saw following some like official Pennsylvania accounts on Twitter. I saw we had a district attorney who was trying to make a public display of really seeming to enforce and crack down on people who were getting reported for trying to price gouge on things like hand sanitizer and stuff. Go by Jesse or Jess, sounds good. You got it. And Mikon asks, why do I think he makes custom amiibo coins? Yep. The price of getting a Chic amiibo is the entire reason why I bought a small stack of NFC cards and learned how to make a custom Chic amiibo. And I think I have like one or two others. Not politics, please. I mean, wait, where? I do discuss a certain amount of politics, Jenna, just so you know. And I'm sorry if that makes you uncomfortable at any point. It's something that I feel is both important and to me kind of inescapable. But I always understand if people need to tune out at that point. I try to maintain, both a comforting tone and content, but I understand that some people just want to steer clear entirely. And as always, I say, you do what you need to do for yourself. But when the Raymond amiibo is released, plan to make amiibo coins of him, give him away free to destroy his economy. Yeah, it was interesting to me to hear how Switch modders, hackers, whatever you want to call them, were trying to give away Raymond to like lower the price on there. Sonic's at the viewing area. Oh, that's a good one. I like that area. Crazy how much people expect for Raymond. I'm I guess I'm just surprised that there's still so much demand. I did figure that, I don't know. I guess honestly I hoped people would cool it with like the ranking and all that, but again, I really try not to like directly criticize how other people want to enjoy their game, but I personally like really try to stay away from ranking them. I don't know, it just feels odd to me. But again, people have your dreamies, have your lists. Enjoy your game how you want to. That is absolutely my very genuine sentiment. I guess the one place where I do get leery of it, and I believe what Nintendo actually does have a policy of not selling things for real money. And that, like, I understand it's kind of a hard area, because sometimes, like, you want something in this game, and, time is money, and you can either spend a million hours trying to get the thing, or, maybe give $10 to someone for the thing. And again, I guess it's just like, I don't know, it just stinks when people exploit others. If things are getting sold for reasonable prices, I guess I don't have much of a problem with it. I forget what exactly it is, but I do think Nintendo officially frowns on selling things for real money. I don't know if they're actually going after anybody on eBay or whatever. And I mean, believe me, I don't just, I don't agree with everything that Nintendo does or every policy that they take, that's for sure. Sucks because Nintendo won't reprint Amiibo, but locks stuff behind them. They do occasionally. They don't do it often, and I really do understand the complaints, but they do occasionally reprint Amiibo. They're reprinting Animal Crossing Amiibo cards currently, I think. I hope I didn't hear wrong about that. And Quiggie's got to head out. Have a nice day. You too. Thank you so much, Quigg. It was great to see you here. And hope you have a good rest of your day. Just so folks are aware, I will be ending here in 10 minutes. We're having another guest, and that's quite all right. I'll be closing my gates in about 5 minutes. And then if people are still here, you have, 5 or 10 minutes to continue hanging out. But welcome, Barrett. Good to see you joining us. The Metroid Remake Amiibo, yeah, I mean, that's the thing, is I think it is fair to say that some Amiibo have never been reprinted. And, unfortunately with the Metroid series, with how, very half-hearted, and, it's never been one of Nintendo's biggest franchises, basically. And it's sort of odd. I think it's one of those that has been bigger in the US than in Japan, apart from Super Metroid. And that's, I think, one reason why they just don't do very much with this series, unfortunately. And then also having, a few really big flops, like Other M, and more recently, the Federation Force. That tends to get things kind of put in the closet for a while. Of course, Metroid Prime 4 is on the way. Hopefully we'll get that Metroid Prime trilogy ported to the Switch. I would like to get that. Rob doesn't want to promote here, but you do want to say that when you hit 50 followers, we'll do a Sonic karaoke. Yeah, I saw you posting that in the Discord. Good luck on that. Do you have a streaming schedule at the moment, Rob? Because if you'd like to post that, feel free to. If you don't know yet, yeah, then post, definitely feel free to, anybody in the Discord can feel free to use that promote yourself channel. It doesn't have to be just Twitch either. If you've got an Instagram or a Twitter, or it does have to be work safe. It has to be family friendly. So I know for instance, it's why I have to be cautious in even promoting my own Twitter, I feel like. To a certain extent. All family friendly on Rob's Twitch. That's wonderful. It is one thing. I am so happy to network and watch and meet and work with streamers who are not family friendly. Obviously. I don't have a problem with that. But I really have such a desire to build up a network of known family friendly streamers. Do say crap and frick. Well, I suppose I do as well. I know my mom wouldn't like the first one. But I think that's... Oh, hey, Barrett. Hey, welcome. Good to see you, by the way. And you folks can help yourselves to anything in here, by the way. This is all... Yeah, you can get anything you would care for. But my mom also would, I think, wince to hear me say poop as well. That's one she really doesn't like. I remember specifically at one time, pretty soon after I had Bonsai, I guess after I acquired Bonsai, my dog, maybe my mom was trying to walk her or something and asked me what I told her, to try to get her to do her business. And I said, oh, just like I tell her, whatever, go pee, go poop, go biz, do your biz. These are my urges. This is how I urge her, rather. suggestions. And I think my mom did like make a face. I don't say this. I want to be clear. I hope I don't. I really hope it doesn't sound like I'm making fun of her, or she's such a sweet person, and her sensitivity is extremely important to me. And I think one of the best things that I see in myself. Come on, fishy. I'm looking for that killifish still. Yeah, I don't know if she is watching this morning. I think she has been kind of skimming through the previous broadcasts more, which is quite all right. But if she does happen to see this, yes, hi Mom. We do appreciate you. I appreciate you. And hey, Ribbon, welcome. Welcome, unfortunately, to just the tail end of today's stream, but thank you for joining us. How are you doing today? It's really, gosh, it's so nice to see some colleagues here. It's such a wonderful feeling of support. Let me get that. I don't think, for folks who don't know, y'all ought to go follow Ribbon. Hope it's all right if I get that. Oh, if I can manage to type it, if I can get that shout out in there. Got a day off today, so you get to rest all day. Doing some Animal Crossing. Oh, thank you, Mars Girl. Me and Doc on turn 17. Oh, you got that Yu-Gi-Oh! You got that Yu-Gi-Oh! Right, yeah, getting that Yu-Gi-Oh! In there. Getting that double in there, heck yeah. Now, I suppose, I think in theory if I put a cooldown on that, that would, I don't really need to worry about that. Really, the very last of my concerns is shouting out somebody too much. No worries about the delay. Yeah, I don't know how long Yu-Gi-Oh! Matches normally last for, but it sounds like it's a good one. I'm really glad for that. Great to see. Honestly, I feel like I've gotten to see just a couple of times, you know, people in chat connecting on games semi-independently of what I'm doing here. And that makes me so happy. Really got such a lovely crowd here. Now let's check those ponds 2 more times. Or 1 more time. The 2 ponds 1 more time. And then I think I actually do need to make a new pond for myself. I think I did have a 3rd pond, and I believe I connected it to a river. Which was, I think probably looked good, but probably short-sighted in terms of fish abundance and variability. Okay. Well, I'm still looking for a couple of things, but I do appreciate folks joining me for this hunting and grabbing. And Rob's at the famous rock spot. How nice. It is. I feel, you know, someday I'm gonna change, like I'm gonna move one thing half a square, and I don't know. I don't know what'll happen. The stars will come crashing out of the sky. I don't know. I do a lot of these things on my beaches, I have to say, have really been put down and thought of as temporary, like, placeholders, to be honest. And just my attention goes all over the place. It really does. It goes all over the place, and I jump on to the next thing. So just to say, these beaches are works in progress. They do intend to continue. I mean, I guess I should say almost nearly everything on the island is in my book unfinished. I guess my Zen garden I don't really plan on messing with again, except to, you know, maybe once a year, or maybe just when I feel like I need to. I might possibly move the rocks and redo the gravel pattern in virtual homage to the idea and the ideal of tending to it for meditative purposes. And I think I might potentially do that on stream as a demonstration, but I really might do that solo as an actual attempt at a meditative act. But that was the 10 o'clock bell there. I do need to wrap up the stream. I will be back tomorrow at the same time. I'm on a continuing basis. I'm sorry to not have evening streams to announce or plan. We'll be getting the variety in on the weekends, but I really got to start sleeping better. Really got to start feeling better, unfortunately. But I'm working on it. Fingers crossed. And I'm so grateful for everybody who joined me today. And Doc's, it kind of sounds like Doc might have pulled the win off there. GG, what a nice, what a convenient timing there. Oh, thank you, Mars Girl, I sure appreciate that, but thank you everybody for joining me today. This was a nice, peaceful stream for me. Pretty relaxing stream, and I appreciate that. And again, I'm glad to say this is my usual morning where I feel like I'm leaving. I still could be doing a little bit more. And that's great because I save that up and I'll bring that, hope to bring that on stream tomorrow. Hope to see everybody who can make it. In terms of, I do want to throw a raid over to someone. I am stalling to see who is live at the moment. Very true. I think Queen Claire is going to be on later today. Provided she doesn't need to rest. I hope everybody out there gets that rest in if you need to. Not a kingdom member, but I think an old fan from, old regular from Mixer. She Got Booty 095 is playing some Kingdom Hearts at the moment. So I think we'll send that raid that way. And again, just so folks know, her stream at the moment is not tagged family friendly. So do exercise your discretion if you would like to join us on that raid. But I have watched her play a little bit of Spellbreak before. I think she is a good streamer. I enjoyed it. And she has been a friend of the stream for a long time. So thanks so much again, everybody. Yeah, can get those rip mixers in chat there. And I think she'll know what we all mean. But thanks again, everybody. Please do take care. Hope I see you very soon.